Hi CHEM245 students, today you are going to perform experiment number 8, which is the production of amylenes or 2-methyl-2-butene. We will start from our reactants, which are 2-methyl-2-butanol or tertiary butanol, the sulfuric acid, the most concentrated acid, which is 18 molar, and from distilled water. To dilute the acid, we will first add 27 milliliter of distilled water, now of course we are diluting a concentrated acid, that's why surely we have to add water first, then to add the concentrated acid. 27 milliliter of water plus 14 milliliter of the concentrated acid. Slowly. We can also put it inside some ice bath, which contains ice and cold water. Okay, I'm adding the acid very slowly. So I will shake my round bottom flask and insert it inside ice to cool down for a few seconds. It should be cold in order to add the alcohol to it to be ready for a simple distillation. I think now it is cold enough. Yes, it is cold. I have to dry it from outside. Put it again on the support to add the needed amount of alcohol, which is 27 milliliter of 2-methyl-2-butanol. Now my round bottom flask is ready for a simple distillation, but it needs some cooling. I have added all the reactants, which are the tertiary butanol, the concentrated sulfuric acid diluted with water. I have to cool it now for 1 or 2 minutes to be ready for distillation. After 2 minutes, my round bottom flask is cold enough. I have to dry it from outside very well and go to the bench. Now I'm of course working under hood because I have the concentrated acid and the butanol, which I'm not allowed to move them from under the hood. Now the distillation must be done on the bench. My product will be collected with a simple distillation, so I have to start a simple distillation apparatus as I taught you in experiment number 2. I will add 3 boiling ships to homogenize the temperature inside the solution. I have to make sure again that my round bottom flask is very dry from outside before that I insert it inside the heating mantle. I will fix it with the iron clamp in the order I taught you, which is 1 here. I have to fix the clamp on the glass flask that I have. 2, I fix the clamp here on the boss head. Then 3, I fix the boss head on the support while making sure to leave some like 3-4 millimeter between the round bottom flask and the heater. Okay. Then I have to connect the 3-way adapter with the thermometer, making sure to have the reservoir of the liquid, colored liquid, at the same point of the exit of the vapors. Then I connect the condenser. Again, we are preparing a simple distillation apparatus. I connected. I can also put this red clamp here, but of course it is not enough alone. I have to hold my condenser with a clamp, with an iron clamp. I fix the metallic clamp on my condenser first, at the middle of my condenser. I fix it at the middle of my condenser. Then I fix it on the boss head. Then I have to make sure my thermometer is vertical. I have to fix it on the iron support. Now I have a very good apparatus. I still need to connect the curved adapter here with the plastic clamp, the small diameter on the small and the big on the big diameter. Okay, and at last I have to put my receiving flask inside an ice bath to avoid any evaporation of the product later on. So this is an elevator, the ice bath and the receiving flask with some aluminum foil here to avoid any evaporation that may occur. My system is well connected. I have to put the water here to the inlet of water, must be from the lower point of the condenser. So this will be in and this will be out. I will turn the water on. A low stream of water will be enough. Okay, my condenser is ready and I will connect the heater. I will plug it. And now everything is ready to start my distillation by turning the heater on. Okay. It is a 50% capacity of the heater, so I will put it at 50% of its capacity because I don't need a very strong temperature. I will stop my distillation at 90 degrees as the procedure says. Now I have to wait to collect all the amount of amylene that will be produced in the receiving flask. After a few minutes, the reactant started to boil and the vapors will be soon eluted from the three-way adapter to the condenser, and we are watching here the appearance of first drops of our product. As we notice that also the temperature has increased to 42 degrees. Now we will wait for the temperature to jump till 90, and then we will stop our distillation, and thus we will collect all our product. The temperature is still increasing. Now it is reaching 50 degrees and we are still collecting our product. So we will be done soon. I will turn the heater off as I taught you and remove it from under the round bottom flask to stop the heating. Now the temperature is 88, it will be soon 90. I don't have to exceed the 90 degrees. Now it's 90, I have to turn the heater off and remove it from under the round bottom flask. That's why I already put the 2 rings. I have to remove the heater and put again my 2 rings under the round bottom flask. Now I have to wait a little bit until the dropping here ceases and to be able to touch the system while it's cold. The dropping here has stopped. Now I am allowed to remove the receiving flask. I have a good amount of my product. I will wait a few minutes to disconnect the hot parts of my system. Now I am disconnecting my system. I have to remove the condenser. I don't forget to turn the water off and to empty my condenser. I will leave the hot parts to be removed later on. Okay. Now I have to work a little bit with my product. Now I have to wash my product with 10 milliliters of a 10% sodium hydroxide solution. That's why I transfer my product to a separatory funnel, making sure that the stopcock is well closed. This is my product. I will measure its volume later on to let you calculate the yield. I am adding now 10 milliliters of a 10% sodium hydroxide solution. Milliliters. I put the cap. Do you notice here the 2 phases? You will tell me where is the aqueous phase and where is the organic phase later on. Now I have to shake to invert my separatory funnel, shake and release pressure. Did you hear the voice? 1, 2. This is a second time. And this is a third time. Now I am washing my product with a basic solution of sodium hydroxide. Now I will allow the separation of the 2 phases. Do you see the separation line over here? Okay. Of course, the aqueous phase is down and the organic phase is up due to the chemical structure of the organic phase, which is 2-methyl-2-butene. It is lower than water, so it is up, and the aqueous phase that I added the 10% sodium hydroxide are down. Now I will remove the aqueous phase. I have to take care not to get any drop of the organic phase go down. Now my organic phase is inside the separatory funnel. I will take it all inside an Erlenmeyer flask. From the top of my separatory funnel, it should not follow the same way as the aqueous phase. Now I have all my organic phase here. I will add some drying agent to make sure that no more water traces are left inside it. A little amount of my drying agent will be enough because I paid attention to the extraction very well. Little amount of my drying agent. I shake my Erlenmeyer. Now I can collect my product inside a graduated cylinder to let you know its volume exactly. After I do some gravity filtration with a cold funnel with a small piece of cotton inside, I put directly the graduated cylinder to measure the volume of my product. I will filter it now to get rid of all the drying agent I have added. The volume of my product is 19 milliliters, 19 or 20. Let me press first this cotton. Let me press it to collect all the amount of product. I don't need to have losses. Okay, so now the volume of my product is 22 milliliters. Not 19 anymore, it is 22 milliliters of 2-methyl-2-butene. How I am sure that it is the correct product? I will do the Bayer's test by adding to few drops of my product. Now this is my product. I will take some drops of it after I measured the volume and obtained the 22 milliliters. I will add some drops inside the test tubes and add one drop of CHEM245 to it, 0.3% solution. Okay, I will see what will happen with CHEM245. So this is the identification test of amylines with CHEM245. Do you see here the coloring? Do you see the color of CHEM245? If you want, I can add one more drop of CHEM245. So this is the appearance of this brown color that will tell me that my product is an aniline. This is the end of my today's experiment.